This is my audience. 1, 2, and 3. Hi, my name is Jennifer Zamis. Today I will be informing you about hearing loss, how to lose it, ways to get it back, and ways to communicate without it. You can hear me in what I am saying. However, not everybody in this world is fortunate enough to be that lucky. Cover your ears. Can you hear me now? That is what it feels like to have mild hearing loss. I'm going to play a simulator for you that will show you what it feels like to have moderate or severe hearing loss. This is normal.
On rainy days, people say, "What a dull gray day." When clouds cover the sun, the whole world seems dull.
Mild.
On rainy days, people say, "What a dull gray day." When clouds
Moderate.
people say, "What a dull gray day."
And lastly, severe.
On rainy days, people say, "What a dull gray day." When clouds cover the sun, the whole world.
Today I'm informing you on hearing loss. I care because my major is special education, and I deal a lot with the deaf community, being that my focus is sign language. In this speech, I will cover specifics about hearing loss, starting with how you can lose it. Being born deaf is one of the main causes. Deafness is genetic and can be passed down and through generations of people. A deaf student in my high school class named Annie lives with 3 generations of deaf family members. So it becomes second nature to her. Illness during pregnancy can also cause your baby to be born deaf. This being pregnant and sick can slow down the fetal development and can cause the ear canal not to be well developed. Deafness can also happen directly after birth, being that when a newborn is born, they are brought into a lot of bacteria into the world. You can become ill, and the prescriptions that they prescribe you can also make you deaf. Diabetes and sickle cell have been known to make people deaf because of the blood flow. Many prescription drugs are ototoxic. Auto meaning ear-related and toxic meaning toxic. Chemotherapy is one of the main things that can make you deaf. Antibiotics such as camoglycicid can also make you deaf. You can also become deaf or have hearing loss if you overdose on over-the-counter drugs. If it doesn't kill you, it can deafen you, along with giving you other options. Being able to hear is also not very great. You like to ride with the top down in your car? All that wind blowing past your ears can make you deaf or cause hearing loss. Work in a noisy workplace like a factory? Most of the time, those jobs will require that you wear earplugs, and that is because it's too loud. Headphones also, if they are too loud, can literally blow your eardrum out. Luckily, you can fix what you just broke. There are 2 ways of getting your hearing back. One of those ways are hearing aids. There are 5 main types of hearing aids. One of the types is BTE, behind the ear. Next is mini BTE, which is mini behind the ear. Then you have ITE, which is in the ear, and ITC, which is in the canal. Lastly, you have CIC, which is completely in the canal. Of each of these 5 types, there are 2 subtypes. Analogs, which make things louder and amplify sound, and digitals, which recreate the sound using sound waves. You can also have a cochlear implant. This is much like a surgically implanted digital hearing aid. Hearing aids will amplify the sound. However, CEIs, or cochlear implants, work much like the digital ones and recreate the sound. Here's a video of what it sounds like to have a cochlear implant.
What kind of bait do you use to catch salmon? What kind of bait do you use to catch salmon? What kind of bait do you use to catch salmon?
What kind of bait do you use to catch salmon?
Cochlear implants are mostly used for those with severe or are completely deaf. Communication has not been hugely changed by hearing loss. There are two ways that people with hearing loss or deaf people communicate. One of those is simply speaking. Most who just have hearing loss are still very oral and can speak very clearly, if not with a small accent. Others may write down exactly what they want to say, but they don't want to speak directly to you. They could also speak sign language. Sign language is very important to deaf people in the universe. They use it every day. It is very dominant in the deaf community. Without this, there would be no means of speaking for deaf people. I hope you feel adequately informed on hearing loss. I hope that the examples I have given you have showed you what it feels like to have hearing loss or even be deaf. And hopefully the next time that you are standing next to somebody who cannot hear you very clearly, you will be more sympathetic. Thank you.